Hey, you like the video?
Yes.
Push the like button on the video. Push it right now.
Right
you
there.
like the video.
Like
I know
that,
you do.
Like this beautiful video.
You're kind of cute. Greetings, everyone. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James. With me, as always, Caleb.
Good morning, everybody.
I forgot how to do the intro.
That's normal.
Hurtful but true, Caleb. Hurtful but true. So Caleb made me very angry this evening. I mean, morning. It's definitely morning. He showed me. I'll just show you guys. He showed me this. A video by Wired, and we're
and it's not coming up on our screen of doom. Here we go.
This horrendous,
This thing.
horrible thing that makes me so angry to look at. Why?
Yeah,
What is this?
I'm pretty sure it's a
This is
1970s
a different
acid
one.
dream.
This is a different one than our background.
Yeah, this is a different one. This one is even more insane.
Oh my gosh! So you
Like they're trying to show you how it
show
makes
you
sense.
how you're supposed to drive. So there's a place in Toledo that you have you been on that overpass where you cross?
Yeah, it's called the Diamond.
Yeah, it's so stupid. This is like that on steroids.
Yeah.
How do you cross paths?
Yes, you get to pick your own path.
Oh my gosh, it's a choose your own adventure.
It is.
What is happening?
That's exactly what it is. It's a choose your own adventure roundabout.
Oh my gosh.
Pick your and nobody knows what they're
in
doing.
America, there would be 3 shootings per week on it.
There'd be so many Karens and road rage happening.
I can't even. This is a great audio podcast. Okay, So what we're describing right now is the dumbest. It's like 16.
It's 6 roundabouts in one.
So it's 6. It's
6 or 7 roundabouts
there's
in
one
one.
major roundabout, and then there's 5 other roundabouts around that make a pentagram. And if you drive in a perfect pentagram, it will actually lower into hell, and you get to meet Satan, who's the architect.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh! Why did they do this?
It was originally. This was actually designed in 1970.
Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at this. This is the stupidest thing.
I know, and they're like, "Oh, there's only been one fatal accident," and I'm looking at this going, because it's always plugged.
And it's in Britain.
It is. It's a
not
British.
Britain or wherever it is. It's in
a weird.
We'll do
It's
this.
like, it sounds like Sweden, but it's not Sweden. It's like Swanton or Swaden.
Okay, so this is a really good audio podcast. So I actually like roundabouts if everybody also liked roundabouts. The problem is nobody else likes roundabouts, so then it's frustrating.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that nobody knows how to use them.
Because there's a roundabout by the coffee shop on the south side of Defiance.
Yes.
And
2 of them, actually.
I was driving up, and there's a giant upside-down triangle that says yield on it.
Yeah.
And that's for me, who's coming into the roundabout.
Yes.
There was somebody in the roundabout who did a dead stop to let me in. And I went, no, I'm not doing this. And I just did a dead stop at the yield sign and then sat there and looked at him like, this is your fault.
You're an
You're
idiot.
the idiot. It literally says yield. There's an upside-down triangle.
That's the thing, is nobody knows how to use them. The fact
No,
is
they
you
don't.
don't, honestly, if you're doing it right, you never have to stop.
No, it's a great system.
It's a great system.
It makes sense, and especially, like, I hate stop signs in the middle of nowhere, and it's 10 p.m.
Yeah.
You're coming home from somewhere, and if you don't stop, of course a cop is going to be there.
Yeah.
So you have to stop, look both ways, and then you can go through.
Yeah. That's why
So roundabouts make sense.
They
They're
do.
cool and all.
They do. Because there's the one in Angola, like this in the middle of the main stop, and it's busy
It works
all
really
the
well.
time.
Yeah.
And there's traffic flowing all the time, and you can get to where you want to go quite quickly.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoy it. But this
is special.
This is on acid, is basically what I'm pretty sure he was doing when he decided that this was a great idea.
What if, okay, so we have the roundabout. What do we have? 18. We have 1,
We
2,
need a
3,
roundabout.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 streets.
We need a roundabout inside of a roundabout inside of a roundabout.
Here, I'll let you read it so then people.
Okay.
There it is.
Although the locals surely have
Vehicular labyrinth.
yeah. Although the locals surely have a handle on its complicated rules, Driving the seven-circle roundabout still requires nerves of steel. Once inside the vehicle labyrinth,
Vehicular labyrinth.
Tracker-
I want a T-shirt. Of that.
vehicle labyrinth that actually have that. That'd be honestly.
We should just make it and be like, yeah, we stole this anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Traffic flows counterclockwise around the outer roundabout, while interior traffic flows in a clockwise manner around the 5 mini roundabouts, which all lead to various exits located on the outer loop. 45 years after its inauguration, if I can say that rightly,
What is going on?
the intersection has become more and more famous or infamous. In 2007, BBC published a survey that named the Magic Roundabout one of the 10 scariest junctions in the United Kingdom. However, despite the harrowing appearance, the roundabout has an excellent safety record. Of course, because everybody's driving 3 miles an hour.
Mainly due to the slow traffic.
Exactly. Mainly due to the
required.
Yeah. Once inside the crazy intersection.
Oh my gosh. Yes, the Magic Roundabout.
Yeah, you have to actually stop to read this thing and
Ring
go, okay.
road. Oh my gosh.
It's like pulling up to the menu at McDonald's and trying to figure out what you want.
It's definitely a pentagram. If you do it in a perfect pentagram, you go down to hell.
Yeah, either that or you summon the spirit of traffic.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great one right there.
There's several. Apparently, I want to know what this one. This is
Swindon's Magic Roundabout. Magic.
This is the same one.
It's like Puff the Magic Dragon. It's probably where they got it from.
No kidding.
Oh, what?
Oh my gosh. Why? Anyway, so for all the, we actually at one point did have a few British listeners. Or people from across the pond.
Lovely.
So, oh gosh.
So if you are from Britain and you actually are watching this or listening to it, we would love to hear you comment if you have tackled this monstrosity.
Let me over?
Sure. Come on over. It's just a table. Just jump over here. Come on.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. MF! Wait, what?
Not NF. MF.
What? All right, James, what do you got for us?
That was a terrible transition. You were supposed to keep vamping while I made my terrible
Vamp that,
transition.
Caleb.
Vamp it! Caleb, vamp it!
I'm going to dead stop this sucker and roll into the next one.
Where was it? Okay, so I obviously did tons of research and definitely didn't look this up today, but I looked up crazy stories from 2015.
All right, what do we got?
And this is one of them. This is the 20 from Mindfloss, the 20 craziest stories. Snake swallows salad tongs. I thought that was rather funny. Aaron Rouse of Adeline, Australia, was feeding his python, as you do, you know. Winston, a rat held by with a pair of salad tongs. When the snake decided he wanted all of it, including the tongs.
Oh, jeez.
Rouse tried to pull the tongs out, but Winston would not let go. Before he knew it, the tongs were completely inside the snake. Rouse took Winston to the veterinary department at Adeline University, where Dr. Oliver Punnell decided to perform surgery. He made a small incision.
That's an F, not a P.
I don't care. Funnel then. Insertion. A small incision close to the big end of the tongs and pulled them out easily. Then the next one that was right below it was truck spills freeze a million bees. That is the worst title. A truck falls over and spills a million bees.
Oh.
Hey, that's good for the bee population. We need more bees.
Well,
All these bees. We gotta start. We should bring back the serenader guy, the Martin. Is it Martin Gaye?
Yeah, Marvin.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin.
The Marvin Gaye singer.
Yeah,
impersonator to sing to the bees because
to
we need
croon
more bees.
to the bees.
A shortage of bees makes it necessary to haul bees to agricultural areas for pollination purposes. It's amazing how, so wait, will corn not grow if bees don't exist in that area?
I don't know about corn. I think corn.
I don't know how anything works. I did not dig I
Yeah,
didn't pay attention during biology.
Yeah, I do know they do flowers. I do know they do fruit trees.
And according to the bee movie, they do everything, and without bees and producing honey. Did you ever watch the bee movie?
I watched it once and thought it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It is the stupidest thing of all time. I go watch pitch meetings. The pitch meetings for the bee movie. It's great because they're like, yeah, and then they're like, well, how does all the trees grow back? It's like they just kind of pollinate. Yeah, that might as well happen in the movie.
And then he falls in love with a human. What?
Do what now? What's he do with a stinger? Anyways, so it had to happen sooner or later. A truck carrying bees through Idaho overturned on the I-90 in June and spilled up to 1 million bees. Traffic was backed up for a couple hours, and drivers were warned to keep their windows rolled up. To make matters worse, this place was hosting an Ironman triathlon event at the same time. It couldn't have been pleasant.
Oh, could you imagine?
You're like swimming, you're so tired, you ran however many miles the triathlon is, and suddenly there's 500,000 bees in your way. They're like,
what's that cloud over
this
there?
This is a triathlon? This is a fourth event.
It's an Ironman for sure. You get it all the way through that.
Intruder spends 5 hours caught upside down in a window.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
2 freshmen at Nottingham Trent University in England spied an unusual sight as they walked through the campus early one January morning. A man had tried to enter a building through a window when his legs were caught, leaving him hanging upside down with his rear end exposed. The students talked to him while taking photographs and video, and then called the emergency services. Police and firefighters responded, but they also had to take selfies before rescuing the man. He had been in that position for 5 hours. Rescue workers eventually had to break the window to set him free.
His butt's just hanging out in there.
So there's a lot. Unlucky thief caught because getaway car was repossessed. Oh my gosh, horse stuck in bathtub. Artist left hanging naked.
Oof.
Cat gives birth to kittens in bird's nest. Car recovered from tree. 4 masked bandits caught in the act. Meerkat expert sentenced over assault on monkey handler.
Okay.
So a meerkat expert was sentenced over assault on monkey handler. I gotta read this one now. Working on a zoo can be as much fun as a soap opera. What? Working at a zoo can be as much fun of a soap opera as any other workplace. The first sentence of an Associated Press story spells it out. A former meerkat expert at London Zoo has been ordered to pay compensation to a monkey handler she attacked with a wine glass in a love spat over a llama keeper. It's fine. It's normal. It's normal. Just love triangle stuff.
Oh, love triangle.
It's normal love triangle stuff. It's just 3 people. But when you add their titles to what they are, it makes it hilarious. This meerkat expert beat up the monkey handler.
They should do that for everything now.
Yeah, the plumber and the HVAC guy do a podcast. Oh, wait. Oh, my God.
Raccoon rides an alligator.
Yep, raccoon rides an alligator. There's this terrible thing.
It just never ends. And then,
so if you just look up funny news, there's news everywhere.
Oh, there's so much.
Man stuck in toilet tweeted railway for help. Help! I'm stuck in the toilet, just pulling an elephant and castle. Please help. So stupid.
Just pulling to Elephant and Castle. Oh man.
Can I move this? Thank you. Oh my.
So speaking of weird stories, I got one
from March. This is recent. This is March 29th.
Oh yeah, there's this one, but there's also the one that like is a personal one.
Okay.
So
let's do the personal.
Let's do personal. Let's get personal. Let's get personal real quick. So I was sleeping last night, and I was out, just out as could be, and suddenly my wife starts banging on my back, and like so
starts hitting you.
So it's like one of those smacks where you know there's something wrong, and so you get up and you're
ready to beat the crap out of somebody in your house.
You're ready to reach for the baseball bat, the firearm, or the knife, or the fists, whatever you have at hand. I'm like, what? What is it? And she goes, I'm like, what? there's a wire coming through the ceiling. And she's pointing at the ceiling. I'm like, what? There's a wire being ran through the ceiling. And I'm like, are you okay? What? And she and you could literally see the point from where she was sleeping to when she woke up, because she was pointing. She's like, and then it like clicked, and she's like, oh. And she sat there and stared at the ceiling for a little while longer, and then rolled over and went back to sleep. And I'm going, like, I can't sleep now because my adrenaline's pumping.
Because you just got woken up. You're ready to beat the crap out of something.
I was ready to go.
And there's a wire in the ceiling. You don't know what that means.
and so I'm like, okay. What do I? And so I just. It took me a little while to get back to sleep, but that was my.
You went out and you quickly got your wire strippers, and you went up and the ceiling and cut all the wire.
I don't know. Just
went back to sleep.
So I was like, so honey, what was going on there? And she's like, well, somebody was like running wire down through the house and into our bedroom, and they were like fishing for us.
Huh. Okay.
I'm like, I don't know what you were dreaming.
You're like, well, that's a weird dream.
Okay, honey.
Well, at least you weren't cheating on her, and she wasn't blaming you for that.
Yeah, I wasn't getting beaten up for that.
True. You weren't getting beat up for a legitimate reason. You were getting beat up for a wire being run through your ceiling. And it's a fish hook, and it's gonna come get you.
And it wasn't beaten up. It was like a.
Wake up, honey!
Wake up!
I don't know if I told on the podcast, but one of the. Olivia and I we had lived here like 6 months to a year. We hadn't lived here a super long time. I guess we really haven't lived here that long anyways.
Yeah.
But suddenly she woke up because she thought somebody was like leaning over her in the bed. And she woke up and jolted awake and like made a noise. So I woke up and I think she screamed. She went, ah! And then I woke up screaming like, what? Because it's the same thing. I was like, I'm ready to beat someone up. And then that scared her, so she screamed louder. And then it scared me even more. And then either it was that night or another night, at the same time, I think it was another night. And we both screamed, and I like walked around the house with a baseball bat, like, is there someone here? What's going on? And then another night, we woke up to flickering red light coming from outside our door. We're like, is there a fire? Did we have an electrical fire? We went out, and someone got pulled over right in front of our house. And so those are my two scary waking up stories. So thankfully, nothing bad happened.
Yeah, we've had more. Like when we first got married, she'd have dreams about spiders. That was always her thing.
That's not good.
And so like I'd wake up and she'd be like standing on the edge of the bed going across the covers. I'm like, what are you doing? Spiders in the bed. I'm like,
hey,
and I'd start.
Hey, that's a legitimate concern.
That's a legitimate concern.
I don't like spiders in my bed.
Because when we first got married, we lived in an old home in Kansas, and
I remember that.
I woke up one morning,
and
I felt something skittling across my chest, and so I knocked it off, and it was a brown recluse. Yep. I freaked out a little bit.
Okay, so here's the question.
Yes.
If you get bit by a brown recluse, that's not good.
That's not good.
What if you eat a brown recluse?
Probably also not good.
But your stomach acid would break down the venom, wouldn't it?
That's true. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Again, we don't know anything about biology. So
yeah.
If you know anything about spiders, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, if you eat a snake's venom, is that bad?
Probably. It's probably not good for you one way or the other.
No, but it's like, is it as bad for you as just like drinking I don't know, something bad for you?
Bleach?
No, bleach is Ooh, bleach is bad, man.
Bleach is real bad.
Do you know what it does to you?
Let's not go there.
I watched a video. If you drink bleach and you get it pumped out immediately, you're no longer allowed to eat hard food anymore because they cut out your stomach and they remove your stomach because it burns your stomach lining, therefore making it unable to work. And then they move your big intestine up to your what's this part? It's not your throat. It's your
esophagus.
Yeah, your esophagus. So they attach your big intestine to your esophagus. So you can only drink liquid from that point. But if you don't get medical attention immediately, it's you basically melt.
So gross.
Yeah. Drink bleach, kids. Don't do that.
Don't what? Don't listen to this guy. Anyways, Flamingo escapes Kansas Zoo.
Yeah, okay. In 2005, spotted in Texas.
Spotted in Texas.
Wait, what?
Yes, this is actually.
My gosh.
I found this and I was really happy. This is a fun story.
This is a great story.
Wichita, Kansas. One of the 2 flamingos that escaped from Kansas Zoo during a storm 17 years ago has been spotted on the coast of Texas, wildlife officials said. The Coastal Fisheries Division of Texas Parks. That's
How do they know it's the same? I guess we'll get to it.
You'll get there. The wildlife confirmed Tuesday to the Associated Press that the African flamingo, known as number 492, because of the number on its leg band, was captured on video, shot on March 10th by an environmental activist near Port Lavaca, Texas. Lavaca. At Rhodes Point in Cox Bay.
Why is it so specific?
It's
near Point Lavaca, Texas, at Road Point in Cox Bay.
So that way you can go visit.
All right.
Maybe you'll see number 492. It's kind of like 117. Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Les Miserables of the Flamingos.
What?
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about.
It's like numbers. It's like associated numbers.
Yep.
If you hear number 117, what do you think of?
A halo.
Exactly.
A halo. Master Chief specifically.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like I'll be walking along and I'll see like a 117. I'm like, hey.
Sierra 117. Never forget.
You never forget. Anyways. How do you know we're nerds? Officials were able to make out the bird's leg band on the video. The bird and another flamingo escaped from the Sedgwick County Zoo in Wichita on a stormy night in June 2005. Interesting note, my wife has been there.
Been to Wichita?
Yeah, no, been to that zoo.
Oh, cool.
So she's a Kansan, so she's actually
been. That makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, so she's actually been to that new. On a stormy night in 2005, employees...
That's crazy.
I know, isn't it neat?
It's so weird how that works.
Yeah.
22 years ago. That's not how math works.
No, that's not quite right, James. I think it was 17. 17, James. 22 years ago.
No, my favorite one was...
Oh.
That's like... I was like, yeah, it's 2027, right?
Oh, jeez.
No, the best one was when it was Happy New Year and somebody posted on Twitter. It could have been real, could have not been, but they were like, Happy Birthday, Earth. It was Happy 2015th birthday, Earth.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways.
Employees had not yet clipped the bird's wings to prevent them from flying, which facilitated their escape.
What is the point of the zoo? Is it to look at the animals or is it to rehabilitate the animals? That's the completely different thing.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Zoo is designed for people to come in and visit to see the animals.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like if they clip their wings, I don't know. I feel like that's weird.
Well, there's so many flamingos out there.
True. I don't know. I'm weirded out by it's technically animal abuse, but also I'm like I want to see a flamingo at the zoo.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Anyways,
this could get really deep really fast.
Shut up now.
All right. While the other flamingo was never seen again, number.
I like that they just leave it there.
No. Well, the other flamingo was
got eaten by a bear.
Seen again.
He got eaten by a bear.
Yeah. Number 492 has been spotted several times in Wisconsin, Louisiana, and Texas.
Sometimes with other wild flamingos joining gangs.
Could you imagine in Wisconsin, like, what the frick is that?
It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, I mean, it's a type of bird.
It's a flamingo. What the frick is a flamingo doing in Wisconsin?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, anyways, sometimes with other wild flamingos. Officials said it has been a year or two since the bird was last seen in Texas. Zoo officials have never made plans to recapture number 492, despite the sightings, saying there is no easy way to do so without disturbing other wildlife. The escaped flamingo, known for their distinctive pink feathers and long legs and necks, were born in Africa, then shipped to Kansas Zoo in 2004 with 39 other flamingos.
Only 6 of them remain.
We're not really sure how many remain.
Ethics of zoo weirds me out. Now, because
Maybe we should make a T-shirt that says "Long Live 492."
Oh my gosh, and no one would get it.
No one would get it. Long live 492 and have a flamingo.
Keep on running. Oh my gosh.
That's what we should do. Long live 492 and have and it has a flamingo on the middle of it. Nobody will know what it is.
Why won't you let me? Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
Long live 492. That's pretty great. I like that. That's a good idea. That could be another merch idea.
Hey, I honestly, that would be sweet on some mugs and stuff.
I
Like
gotta
Long Live
get a
492.
guy to draw it for us.
Hey, that wouldn't be too hard. I mean, even my wife can draw a flamingo.
We should have your daughter draw it.
Oh,
That'd be great. One of your daughters draw it.
Yes.
Ooh, we could have a competition. All 4 of your children.
No, we have to be careful with that.
Nope, all 4 of your children draw a flamingo, and then we say, this is the best one.
That is a terrible
you
idea.
Other 3 are terrible drawers.
No, this is such a bad idea. Let's scar 2
and
or
have
3.
your wife draw it, and then be like, wow, this is the best one. All you other kids suck at drawing, and just dash
Or
their
my
dreams of
8-year-old beats my wife, and then that's going to be a bad situation. Honey, this is just awful. It's like a
4-year-old drew it because this 8-year-old did a better job, and then and then to make him feel better, we can both draw terrible ones.
Oh, it could be like between Hell's Kitchen and Simon.
Oh
What's
my
his
gosh.
face?
It'd be so terrible.
Oh.
Do you like my parenting ideas to divide your children?
Do you want to destroy a house? Ask James for advice.
Hey, I don't have kids. I know how to make things worse.
You want to puncture your kid's ego? Ask James.
Do you think your kids are being sassy and annoying? Just ask James. He'll take them down a peg.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the videos of like parents are like, wow, this is really good, honey. And then they'll talk to the camera and be like, this is the worst piece of art I've ever seen in my life.
Have you ever seen the guy that takes his kid's art and makes it into 3D like live stuff? It's creepiest crap I've ever seen.
I love it. I wish I knew what his name was so I could sponsor him. So I could talk about him. But no, I've seen it. It's really pretty great.
It's really pretty great.
Pretty great.
It's the stuff of net.
This is
what
just,
the frick is that?
I know, right? The boot of Cortez.
The
It's a
boot?
that used to be a boot, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing it.
Neither do I. So I was scrambling. I mean, I've thought through topics to talk about, and so it was the 15 greatest metal detecting finds of all time.
All right, what do we got?
The golden chalice, number 1. It's probably worth $5.7 billion.
Probably not with a B. Probably with a
With an
M.
Over the years, there has been some pretty miraculous finds. It says miraculous, okay. From the weird and wacky and total unexplainable, the greatest metal detecting finds of all time. Now, there is, if you're really bored sometime, there's magnet fishing guys.
Yeah.
And then there's scuba divers that do stuff. And then you can watch metal detector guys. And I've seen him there's a guy I watched, he found a gun and they took it to the local PD and solved a murder. Yeah. Because they were like, holy cow, this is from a gun from a murder from 10 years ago. But anyways, this is the number 1 on this list is a golden chalice. And there's here it is. Diving off Key West in 2008, treasure hunter Mike DeMar discovered 385-year-old golden chalice from the Spanish ship Santa Margarita.
Santa Margarita.
I'm an idiot. Anyways,
they were all wasted.
The ship sank, of course, because they're all wasted. In 1622.
In 1922.
It was full of buried it was full of buried treasure.
Wait, what? How is it?
Anyways,
Wait.
it was worth a whopping $1 million.
Wow.
Now that's a reason to get the metal detector out and spend $400 on a good one.
Yeah.
Now this doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know how I'm gonna crap around all these stupid ads. Anyways, the boot of Cortez.
The boot of Cortez.
1989 saw the wealth pursuer of Sonora. This is dumb. Mexico discovered something very unusual. While detecting in the desert, a man discovered a gold nugget that weighed over 389 troy ounces.
What the
I don't know
fuck?
what that means.
It's a troy ounce.
Neither do I. This nugget was awarded the name Boot of Cortez due to its size. And this isn't a nugget. What are you talking about?
It's a
Okay,
nugget.
so that's a natural deposit of
That
gold?
makes so much more sense.
There's a natural deposit. I guess I've never looked at a natural deposit of gold.
No, I
That's kinda
mean,
neat.
I've seen flakes and stuff. I've never.
Yeah, I've never thought about it.
That
Anyways,
is
that's
really
pretty neat.
cool.
In 2008, the Boot of Cortez was sold for $1.5 million in an auction.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
That one's kind of neat. A finger bone ring. That's kind of neato.
That's kind of creepy
Yeah,
cool.
just skip it. What's this? Gold Iron Age.
Necklace.
Gold Iron Age necklaces.
Yeah, that kind of needed a comma there, didn't it?
It is a Bronze Age. Gosh, dang it, the commas are screwing me up. A Bronze Age axe head. A 2-pound meteor. That's pretty neat. 'Cause
That's
something
sweet.
that you don't think about. Like, moon rocks are very, very rare.
It's true.
Who do you know that owns a moon rock? Nobody. I don't know anybody. That
Well, I
owns a moon rock.
don't. Well, the first thing is I don't walk around going, "Hey, do you got moon rock?" Jeez, who are you?
Hey, you got a moon rock?
Hey, you got a moon rock?
Lost class ring. Neat.
Okay,
I don't really care. Buried treasure. Oh, that's vague.
that's vague.
A cup.
That kind. It looks like a. It
It
looks like
a soup can that's gold.
I was gonna say a red. It's a solo cup that somebody made gold.
Okay, I obviously didn't look at this list super well. I mean, I did. A Viking treasure trove. That'd be super
Ooh.
cool. It's like national treasure. on a
Doesn't
very
it?
small
I'm
scale.
not gonna lie. Stuff like this, when you see things like this, it makes you want
I
to go
s-
out and metal detect.
Well, because that's why gold is so cool. Because it doesn't tarnish, and so it will be the same way as long as you clean it up
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, and that's one of the guys I like to watch is this goofy dude who does he does panning for gold. He does, he does all the different styles of gold finding. And he's goofy, but it's just really neat when he finds them.
Yep.
Like it stands out. It's very bright and it doesn't take much to get them cleaned up and making them
No,
look
not really.
beautiful.
It's just weird to think about, but gold has been. My best example of why I don't understand gold is you can't eat it, you can't wipe your butt with it. In an apocalypse, those are two very important things: eating and wiping your butt.
but it's shiny.
Because I was trying, like, people were like, "Well, it's in electronics," and I was like, "Yeah, cool and all." But let's say there's an apocalypse, and all you need is bullets, food, and apparently bottle caps for some reason. According to Fallout.
Yeah.
But I'm like, electricity is no more, really, unless you have solar power. You can't, there's no luxury electricity. It's survival electricity for the first couple years.
Very true.
And so electricity, or gold is a decent conduit, but copper is better, isn't it? And there's a lot more.
Actually, gold and silver are actually a better conduit than, but it's the price difference that makes it. Actually, water
It's the
water is
rarity.
actually the best conduit.
Just that's how we'll start doing electricity. We'll just
run water lines.
That's a weird thought. Never thought about that. It's probably not very consistent.
It doesn't travel well, like it conduit. It how does that make sense? I have to
You're
look
above
at
my head on science here. I don't know how that works.
basically metal. Because it's a solid, it travels better. But water is a great conduit of electricity. But since it's not a solid, it's a liquid. It can't travel as well in long distances.
Well, yeah, because I watched an entire video about how many fish die when lightning strikes the ocean,
Yeah.
and it's not very many because it only strikes a meter deep, which I was surprised by because I was like, yeah, Isn't lightning supposed to be super powerful? Like,
Lightning
but it
is
only strikes like a meter deep, and a lot of fish are not a meter deep. They're way deeper.
yeah.
So not very many fish die when lightning strikes. I think there was a Vsauce 2 video. Go look it up.
Okay.
I need to wrap this up. Oh my. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have if you have a message for us, a topic, a green screen background if you'd like to be on the podcast, or if a guest suggestion, you can email us at morningeggnog@gmail.com or message us on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to like the video, as we said in the beginning. And if you give us a 5-star rating on iTunes and email it to me or send me a picture of it, and I can find it, I'll PayPal you $1 or Venmo you $1. So, seriously, I'll do that. So have a wonderful morning, noon, or night.
See y'all.